Hi, my name is Luisa the Jesus, founder and president of LD Human Resources. Welcome to my new show, HR Real Talk. We'll be coming here weekly to answer all of your HR questions in a no-nonsense, no-fluff type of way. We'll also be bringing with us monthly expert guests to help answer those questions. At LD Human Resources, we provide customized HR solutions to small and medium-sized businesses. We believe that your people are your most valuable asset and truly set you apart from your competition. With the right people and the right HR tools, your business will achieve accelerated results. Now let's get to the first topic for today's show. It's that time of year where student placements are top of mind for employers. There's many questions surrounding student placements, including things like, how should an employer know when they're ready to take on a student? What are ways to maximize the success of a student placement? And so many more. And to help answer those questions, I'm excited to have with me today, Nancy Sammon. Nancy is a business relationships manager at Smith School of Business at Queen's University, which is known as one of the world's premier business schools. Nancy's an experienced business development professional with over 30 years in university campus relations. It's Nancy's passion to support students on their school to work transition. Welcome, Nancy, and thank you for being here.
Oh, hello. I am so pleased to be here. And hello, everyone.
Now, let's get right to the question. So, Nancy, you're a relationship manager who liaises with many businesses in every year. What do you believe is key to fostering successful relationships in business with regards to diverse student engagement?
So when I'm working with our businesses on their diverse student engagement, I'm almost like a consultant, like a trusted advisor. And using my experience as a past campus recruiter, I'm able to share with them some ideas and thoughts on how to engage. So our students want to ensure that their voices are heard. So one of the examples that we did to support our businesses is we held at Smith in our Career Advancement Center a diversity fair. So back in November, we had a virtual fair where we invited our corporates to come in to meet our diversity student clubs. So we had over 47 companies and over 130 attendees, and we had our 9 respective student clubs, everything from our Women in Leadership to our Indigenous group, our Smith Black Business Association, our Q Plus group, Visible Minorities. And what we did is we had our companies listen to our students do a 2 to 3 minute lightning pitch where they were able to speak to all and showcase what their club or association is. And then after that, we had networking lounges. So this way we were able to connect our companies directly with the student groups. They had a chance to have their voices heard and connections were made. And again, our companies were able to listen to the students on the ways that they want to be engaged. So we saw some great success from that.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So listen, you're working with young, talented people, those students that are preparing to get their career started, and they're very excited. So what are some of the top requirements that students are really looking for in companies when they're looking to choose sort of to work with them once they've graduated?
Yes, thank you. And so I do have the ear to our students, but that's just looking at one particular university. So I rely heavily on Brainstorm Strategy Group. They have a survey every year, one for employers and one for students. And when we look at the results of the recent survey, our students are looking for companies that have showcased their social responsibility, and whether that's through info sessions or their websites or alumni engagement. They're also looking for companies that have some type of mentoring program where they have an opportunity, even before joining a company, to have those one-on-one coffee chats, as we like to say, and learn more about what it's like to work at that company. And then meaningful work. They want to ensure that whether it's an internship, as we're talking now, or co-op, that it is meaningful work. And, you know, the past year with COVID, all of our companies have had to pivot to virtual as well. So the students wanted to ensure that they still had relevant work and were supported throughout that virtual experience.
Great. And on the flip side, what are employers looking for in new grads?
Excellent. Yes. So again, with Brainstorm Strategy Group, the survey over 140 companies from November to this just past January, The three main skills or competency. One is adaptability. So that's the buzzword resilience.
Right.
Communication, verbal and written, is most important, as well as this creative thinking. When we look also at a survey conducted by Aspire, which is through Toronto Financial Industries International, TFI, their Aspire program conducted a survey in late 2020 with the financial services sector. And the top 5 skills that financial services are looking for students to be successful in the future is, number 1 is that communication, the verbal and written. Looking for critical thinking. So very similar, matching to what Brainstorm survey said.
Amazing. And studies have called Gen Z, those that were born after 1996, the loneliest generation. And it really kind of heightens where we are right now with a lot of lonely people here in the pandemic. So one of the suggested reasons for this, specifically for Gen Z, is really because they're the first generation who cannot remember life before technology and smartphones. So I think there's also a growing fear for employers that this tech-savvy generation may be more antisocial from previous generations and lack important communication skills that are really needed for success in the workplace. As someone who works close with these students, what's your response to this statement?
Well, yes, and someone who's been in the campus space for over 30 years, I've gone through almost all of the generations, and this generation is very different. I actually have 2 children in this generation as well. The research that's been done for Gen Z is that they are very loyal. They want to be in a role for longer than the previous generation. So they are looking for that mentorship. They are looking for that opportunity to, to have that valued work and have a supervisor who's managing them. So, to dispel the myth that, they're going to do LOL and, all those acronyms. And that's why I think companies are looking for that written communication style. Yeah. It's important for our career coaches to be able to let our students know what employers are looking for. So when we had to pivot to virtual, so the students are used to communicating and everything's online these days. That's how they socialize. So they are used to this. But what we did is we spent some time educating them on the employer and how to be present and how to ensure, especially on these Zoom interactions, companies aren't coming on campus. They're not hosting info sessions. Everything is virtual now. So whatever platform, this is the way for the student to be visible and for our companies to see talent. So we've spent a lot of time. In fact, we have resources on our Smith website on going virtual. So everything from helping those students from virtual engagement to onboarding to managing students as well. So not only are we helping our employers, we're helping our students. In fact, when we have events that the students have to register for on our website, we have a little, not like a disclaimer that says, don't forget to be present, have your camera on, make sure you have a respectable background. We've customized backgrounds that have Smith logos so they can be distinguished themselves and unique from, all other students from other schools. That's so we spend a lot of time educating our students on that.
And you've really mentioned quite a number of great tips and considerations and opportunities where employers can really help their internships achieve success during their co-op placements or their internship placements. So, I think that today's conversation was so helpful, Nancy. Thank you so much for joining us today. For more information, I guess, we will have the link to Nancy's profile so that you can get some insights and reach out to the Smith School of Business if you're looking for those resources that they wonderfully have available to so many employers. Thank you so much, Nancy, for being here today. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you so much and have a good day, everyone.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of HR Real Talk. If you like what you heard, be sure to hit the like button and leave us a comment below to let us know what you think. Don't forget to follow us every week to hear more answers to your HR questions. For a free consultation, visit ldhr.ca. We'd love to hear from you. See you next week.